Take an easy seated position, whether it's cross-legged, lotus pose, anything that's comfortable for you. Use a block if you need to. Just relax for a moment, lengthen through the spine, relax the top of your shoulders, your neck, and take slow, even breaths here, breathing in through the nostrils and out slowly through the nostrils. Feel your sit bones sitting firmly onto the mat, relaxing through the hips, your thighs, and just imagine the spine stretching up nice and long, shoulders and neck relaxed. You're breathing deep into your chest. Think of your breath going all the way down to the diaphragm. Inhale, your ribcage expands fully in 3 dimensions. Exhale, soften through the shoulders, ribs dropping down. Let's just take a couple more slow breaths. Gently open your eyes. Bring your hands to the side. Roll the shoulders, open up the shoulders. And reverse. Keep your shoulders up, back and down. Keep your head stretching above, lengthening up through the spine. Belly gently draws in and the shoulders back. Now let's just arch the spine here, roll the shoulders back, reach your hands behind, breathe in, lift the ribcage up and back, lifting the center of your chest and your nose diagonally upwards, and feel the back muscles. Exhale, tip your chin in, tuck the tummy in, curve the spine forwards as if you're peeling your back off a wall. Inhale again, lift the spine up. Lengthen through the spine, stretching your vertebrae apart. Exhale, scooping the belly in as if you're curving your spine over a big ball. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, stretching through the spine. Exhale, keep the spine long as you curve yourselves forward. And one more. Let's just come back upright. Keep your shoulders down. Start rotate your arms out a little. Give a stretch across the collarbones. Bring your hands behind, and if it's comfortable, holding the opposite forearms or the elbows. Try to keep the shoulders back and opening up to the chest. With the forearm against your lower back, breathe in, lift the ribcage up, and arch back, pulling your shoulder blades into the spine and down the back towards your waist. Without collapsing into the lower back, your forearms are there to tell you not to push back. Instead, lift the ribcage up and arch without pulling on the neck. You just feel a nice stretch in the front of the body, and just try to relax your thighs as well. Chin in, come back upright, release the hands. Now just imagine there's a big ball under your tummy. Tuck in the tummy, stretch up and over the big ball, lengthening your spine, keeping your shoulders away from the ears. Feel the slight contraction in the belly and the stretch all the way down the length of the spine without pushing your chin all the way to the chest. as you inhale, you feel your ribs expand, the shoulder blades move apart. And when you exhale, can you tuck your tummy in and feel the stretch in the lower back or lumbar area? Take another breath. Slowly lengthen your spine back up. Release your chest. Now let's do a side bend here. Lengthen through the spine, keeping both sides of your waist long. Open your shoulders. Just imagine there's a wall behind you. Reach up. Inhale. Now feel your shoulders. Do you need to pull them back? Do your arms need to be wider, or maybe you need to bend the arms? Go ahead. Tuck your tummy in. As you bring your arms back, you should be feeling the shoulder blades moving slightly in towards the spine and down the back. Side bend to your right side. Stretch the ribs up, not the shoulders. Imagine you're holding a ball in your hands and you curve over to the side, keeping the same space between both ears. Now think of your ribcage lifting away from the hips. Inhale to center. Exhale the other side, lifting your ribs up, tucking your tummy in, stretch up and over an imaginary ball on the left side. Keeping the tops of your shoulders relaxed. Lengthen the top of the head and the fingers away from the sit bones and your tailbone. Come back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time each side. Feel your ribs stretching out. Keep the left rib stretching away from the hip. Come back up to center. Now we're going to move to the right side and we'll stay. Bring the right hand down. Lift up and curve up and over. Lift away from the right hand. Try not to sink into it. So you maintain the length in the right side of the waist. Think of your left arm stretching away from the shoulder joint. Try not to pull the arm towards the ear. So you feel the stretch on the left side, and on the right, the ribs do not collapse downwards. Come back up for the other side. Inhale. Exhale. So lift away from the left hand as you curve up and over. Relax your shoulders, your neck. Breathe into the right side of the lungs. Try it. It works. So you could look in front or you could look up. Don't look down because that would normally mean that you will turn your body downwards. Breathe in, come back up, and release. Keeping your spine nice and long here. Now think of turning from your belly rather than from the shoulders. So start from here. If you need to, just place your hands at the tummy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn your belly button right side. Ribs turn a little more on top of that, and followed by the shoulders, and finally your head. Breathe in to center. Breathe out the other side. Start from the center, your torso, ribs, shoulders, and finally your head, without pulling your head back. Back to center. With or without your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Into the center. Exhale left. And again, keeping the top of the head directly above the tail. Breathing in and out. Now we do one last one and we'll stay there for a little bit. Turn from the waist, feel your waist, your obliques. Left hand outside the thigh. Your right leg pushing your hand downwards and to the side. Your right shoulder blade pulling away from the chest. Squeeze into your shoulder blades and feel as if the collarbones are stretching away from the center. Try not to push your ribs to one side. Keep the head directly above the tail and the spine nicely stretched as you twist. Inhale to the center. Do it on the other side. So belly button turns, ribs, shoulders. left shoulder blade into the spine, right hand into the leg pushes the hand down and across. Feel your waist, try not to lean back either. Lift up, feeling both sit bones evenly on the floor. And if you're using your abdominals, your core muscles to turn, you could turn your head anywhere and it does not change the angle of that twist in the spine. And let's come back to center. Sit up tall, take your legs in front of you. Lean back a little bit with the spine nice and long, don't sink. And just move your thighs in the hip joint, relax your hips. Take your thighs up, Bandha Konasana, butterfly pose or bound angle. So shift your feet to whatever position that allows you to sit upright. So if you're not sure what upright feels like, usually there'll be a little curve inwards at the lower back. If you're sitting this way, you're probably slouching, so sit bones back, lengthen the spine. So this is for the hips and your back. So don't force the head down here, look in front, inhale. Exhale, belly going forward towards the feet. Once you feel that you're stuck at the hip joint or your back, that's where you can stop and let the head hang down. Inhale, top of the head stretch away from the tail. Exhale, let the body weight come down. Just make sure the knees and the ankles are not feeling any strain. You want to feel that stretch in the hip region and your back. Just feel a gentle lengthening and flexion of the spine here. Think of the vertebra stretching apart, allowing space for the discs. Belly in, slowly eyes up and bring yourself back upright. Bring your knees in and stretch your legs out this time. Sit bones again back. Lift up tall, shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath, stretch up. Try to bring the arms in line with the ears, wider if you need to without slouching. If you find that's not possible, bend your knees. Or you could sit on a block. Stretch the top of the head up, fingers stretching away from the shoulder joint, but the shoulder blades pulling down the back. Take a deep breath here, inhale, tuck your tummy in, exhale, belly towards your thighs. If you feel that's your maximum, you bend your knees. Otherwise, bring your belly towards your thighs and the hands down, heads down. A gentle curve in the spine. You don't have to and should not be forcing your head down. Get a nice stretch in the back of the body. Some may feel more stretch in the legs, some may feel the back. Take another breath here. Eyes up, tummy in. If you want the back muscles to work, bring your arms up. Otherwise, grip your hands onto the floor and rise up. And release.